Let me guess. You've been lied to your entire life. They told you the harder you study, the smarter you get. They told you to sit down, shut up, read the book, memorize the facts, pass the test. And if you don't, you're lazy, you're dumb, you're never gonna make it. But what if I told you that entire system is broken? That studying for hours might actually be making you slower, not smarter? You've been tricked into thinking success equals struggle. But what if the real high performers, the top 1%, are playing by an entirely different set of rules? You see, schools taught you how to memorize, not how to learn. They taught you how to cram, not how to retain. They gave you deadlines, not a strategy. And now, here you are, stressed, overwhelmed, guilty when you're not studying, and still forgetting everything before the exam. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. Studying longer doesn't mean you're learning better. In fact, the human brain isn't designed to absorb information in the way most people study. If you're reading notes over and over again, if you're highlighting entire paragraphs thinking it's going to stick, you're not learning, you're just wasting time. Let me say that again. You're wasting time. You're burning your most valuable currency, focus, energy, life, on a method that never really worked. But the elite know something you don't. The real top performers, the ones getting into the best schools, building powerful careers, acing tests effortlessly, they're using methods that most people have never even heard of. Techniques backed by science, proven by psychology, used by CEOs, doctors, and even special ops soldiers. Techniques that allow you to study less and remember more, to go from scattered and slow to sharp, focused, and 10 times more efficient. And no, this isn't some clickbait gimmick. This isn't a miracle pill. This is about deprogramming the nonsense you've been fed and replacing it with what actually works. In the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you how to unlock your brain's full potential. We're going to rewire the way you study permanently. Because once you understand these principles, you can never go back. You'll see through the lie. You'll see through the hustle culture. You'll finally understand why smart doesn't mean study all day. It means study right. So, if you're ready to wake up, if you're ready to stop wasting time, and start learning like the top 1%, then keep watching. Because what I'm about to show you is going to change everything you thought you knew about studying. Welcome to the real way to learn. Let's begin. 1. Learning is state-dependent. Control your environment. Let me tell you something no one taught you in school. Your brain doesn't just learn information, it learns the environment. That means where you study, how you sit, what you hear, even the smell around you. All of that becomes part of the memory. So if you study lying on your bed in a half-sleepy state, don't be surprised if your brain forgets everything during the test. Solution? Create a memory ritual. Sit in the same position, same spot, same lighting when you study. Use the same scent, even spray the same subtle perfume. Play the same instrumental track in the background while you study. Then replay it lightly before your test. Sounds weird? It's neuroscience. You're training your brain to associate that state with high performance. And when you recreate that state, boom, the info floods back like magic. 2. Focus. Hack. Study right after learning something new. There's a tiny time window when your brain is in maximum plasticity mode, meaning it absorbs faster, deeper, and smarter. That moment is right after you've learned or experienced something new. So here's what you do. Watch a short documentary clip. Read a strange scientific fact. Listen to an unusual TED Talk for 2 to 3 minutes. Then, immediately start studying. Why? Because your brain just shifted gears. It's now in a learning-ready state, curious, alert, and ready to absorb. Use that window. It's real. It works. 3rd interleaving. Mix it up like a genius. Here's what students get wrong. They study one subject for 2 hours straight. Math, then science. Science. This feels organized. But your brain gets bored. It starts to automate. It stops thinking. The elite learners mix things up. Study 2 subjects, interleave. 20 minutes of math, then 15 minutes of physics, then back to math with harder problems. Why? Your brain is being forced to switch gears, compare, and think harder. That's where real learning happens. It's like going to the gym and working different muscle groups back to back. You grow faster. You retain more. 4th mental mode. Switching. The power of conceptual gaps. Ever hear of mental residue? It's the hidden reason you feel mentally foggy even when you're not studying. Here's how to hack it. Don't finish everything. Leave gaps. When you end a study session mid-problem or mid-chapter, your brain actually continues to work on it in the background. It's called the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain hates unfinished loops. It keeps solving the puzzle subconsciously. So instead of finishing the chapter, stop right before the climax. Your brain will keep chewing on it, even while you sleep or eat. When you return, boom, faster recall, deeper understanding. 5. Audio anchoring. Learn with layers. This one's wild, but deadly effective. Your brain loves patterns, and it loves rhythm. When you pair a concept with a specific rhythm, tone, or song, you create an anchor, like a mental shortcut. Here's how to use it. Take your study material, convert key ideas into rhythmic chants or beats, or say them with a background instrumental that never changes. Your brain links the melody with the material. Next time you hear that same music, the concept reactivates instantly. This is why you remember song lyrics from 10 years ago, but not what you studied last week. Your brain remembers music, so use music to remember knowledge. 6th, visual overload, the 5-sense trick. Most students rely on just 2 senses, seeing and reading. Big mistake. The human brain evolved using all 5 senses. The more senses you activate, the deeper the memory. Try this. Speak out loud while studying. Your own voice triggers audio memory. Move while reading. Walk slowly, or use gestures. This activates kinesthetic memory. Smell something unusual, peppermint or citrus. Attach a scent to a topic. Use visual exaggeration. Instead of just writing "sell," draw it with a crazy face and superhero powers. Learning is sensory. Stop being boring. Stop studying flat. Make it 3D. Let's just pause for a second. You've been told your entire life that studying is about how long you sit at a desk, how many hours you put in, that if you're not tired, you're not doing enough, that if you're not stressed, you're not serious. But what if I told you that's the exact lie keeping millions of students average? Because here's the truth. Learning was never meant to feel like punishment. Your brain was designed to learn fast, to absorb patterns, make connections, and evolve, without drowning in hours of useless repetition. The students who look lazy but still top the exams, they figured this out, quietly. And now, so have you. You now have tools they'll never teach you in school. Tools that actually work, not because they're trendy, but because they're built for how your brain actually learns. Now, it's your move. You can either close this video and scroll to the next dopamine hit, or you can take one of these techniques, just one, and use it tonight. Not tomorrow. Tonight. Try it. And when your brain locks in, when studying finally clicks and starts feeling effortless, you'll realize you were never the problem. Your methods were. And if you want to go deeper, if you want more brain hacks, hidden psychology, and study methods no one talks about, subscribe right now. Because on this channel, we don't do motivation speeches, we do real, we do science, we do domination, and the next video, it's going to flip your entire mindset upside down. So hit that subscribe, drop a comment. I'm done studying slow. And I'll meet you in the next one, where we stop playing small and start learning like warriors.